Every year, the streets of Puri transform into a river of devotion, pulling not just chariots, but the hearts of millions of devotees. The Jagannath Rath Yatra is not just a festival. It is a living, breathing testament to faith, culture, and resilience that has defied centuries of destruction. Jagannath, the Lord of the universe, emerges each year with his siblings Balabhadra and Subhadra to bless his devotees. Seated on grand wooden chariots, they are pulled through the streets by lakhs of devoted hands. This sacred procession, etched into time and scripture, is mentioned across the ancient Puranas as it marks their annual journey from the Sri Mandir to their maternal aunt's home, the Gundicha temple. They reside there for a week and then return to the Jagannath temple, marking the culmination of the Rath Yatra. The rituals of the Rath Yatra are as grand as they are humbling. It begins with Snana Purnima, the ceremonial bathing of the deities with 108 pots of sacred water. Then comes Chheda Pauda, where even the king of Puri sets aside his crown to sweep the chariots with devotion. For the devotees, these moments are not just symbolic, they are sacred windows when the divine walks among mortals. In the eyes of the faithful, the Lord has stepped down from his throne to bless every soul in his path, and every hand raised in prayer is touched by that grace. But this sacred tradition has walked through fire. The Jagannath temple, one of Hindu Dharma's holiest sanctuaries, has faced repeated assaults. When Islamic invaders set foot in Bengal, the tales of Jagannath's splendor reached them, and greed was quickly cloaked in religious zeal. For these sultans, Jagannath was not a deity, he was defiance. And so they came again and again to crush what they regarded as a castle of polytheism. The Mandala Panji, the sacred chronicle of the Jagannath temple, records that in 1340, Ilyas Shah, the Sultan of Bengal, stormed into Puri. His soldiers unleashed terror, slaughtering innocents and plundering the temple's riches. The king of Odisha, Narasimhadev III, couldn't stop the invasion, but he did something greater. He saved the deities. In secrecy, in silence, the divine triad was hidden away. The gold could be taken, the walls could fall, but Jagannath would not be touched. Again and again, through every assault, the idols were rescued. Because to the Bhaktas, protecting their Lord was worth any cost. In 1360, another blow came, this time from Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He shattered the stone idol of Jagannath. However, the wooden replicas of Jagannath were saved from desecration. Ziauddin Barani, the chronicler of the Delhi Sultanate, proudly recorded how the idol was dragged to Delhi and shamed. Quote, "It is reported that inside the Rai's fort there was a stone idol which the infidels called Jagannath, and to which they paid their devotions. Sultan Firoz, in emulation of Mahmud Subakhtagin, having rooted up the idol, carried it away to Delhi, where he subsequently had it placed in an ignominious position." End quote. The invaders didn't stop. One after another they came. Ismail Ghazi, Suleiman Karrani, Hasim Khan, Mukarram Khan, each with the same goal, to satiate their iconoclastic zeal. In 1568, the assault reached its peak. Kala Pahad, a commander of the Bengal Sultan, stormed into Puri. The idols were seized and burned on the banks of the Hooghly, a sight meant to break the spirit of the faithful. Abd al-Qadir Badauni, a contemporary historian, wrote that Kala Pahad conquered the city of Kataku Banaras, that mine of heathenism, and made the stronghold of Jagannath into the home of Islam. End quote. Then came Aurangzeb in 1692. He issued a firm order. The Jagannath temple must be destroyed. But the Raja of Khurda, Divyasimha Deva, outwitted the emperor. A staged demolition was carried out, a fake idol sent to Delhi. The gates were sealed. Rumors spread that the temple was no more. Behind closed doors, priests slipped through a secret passage and the daily rituals continued, in silence, in defiance. When Aurangzeb sent inspectors, they were bought off with 30,000 rupees. On paper, the temple had fallen. In truth, Jagannath never left. For 15 years, the temple gates remained shut. Priests risked their lives to keep the rituals alive. Rajas came in secret, offering prayers in the dark. Aurangzeb believed his orders had triumphed. Then in 1707, Aurangzeb died, and with him, the weight of tyranny lifted. Months later, the temple doors were thrown open by the minister of Khurda, joined by the chiefs of 18
Gadojato states.
It wasn't just a reopening, it was resurrection. The Lord who had waited in shadows returned to the light, and the people reclaimed what no empire could truly take. From Ilyas Shah to Aurangzeb, the Jagannath temple faced wave after wave of destruction. Muslim invaders, fueled by fanatic zeal and power, sought to crush the soul of a civilization. But they failed. Every time an invader approached, the priests became protectors, smuggling the sacred deities away, hiding the eternal Brahma element in forests, caves, and even beneath lakes. Empires looted gold, but they could never steal faith. The spirit endured. And today, as the chariots thunder through Puri once more, it is a reminder that Rath Yatra is more than a festival. It is Dharma on wheels, a divine proclamation that even in the darkest of times, Sanatan Dharma survives and rises. Jai Jagannath.